All right, it's almost 11 o'clock on this Friday. I just got home about 25 minutes ago. I've got this window blind open and that window blind open. And of course, my front window blind open. I'm trying to usher in some sunshine. I'm hoping for it. It's been it's only like 45 degrees outside. So hopefully it's going to get a little bit warmer. So currently the tree cutting people are here. That's their truck out there. They got a big trailer going back there. So they're hauling the wood around the house. My brother brought me home. He also brought back my cane, my walker, and my leg picker-upper thing. You can't see it behind the cane there. And some pillows. So he doesn't need those anymore. So currently the tree cutting people are over here, and they're just started on that tree. Just shortly after I got here they arrived. So I was able to get the GoPro session mounted out there, kind of up high on the water drain pipe and all that good stuff. So it's capturing a time lapse right now, so hopefully it'll run. It's been running for a while now, so hopefully it'll continue running. So you might hear a chainsaw running here occasionally. But anyway, so that's happening. We'll go out and take a look at it after they left of the area. So on to the eye appointment. It took about 2.5 hours, and they didn't do the surgery today. So they put these yellow drops in my eye, and boy, they stung, and they really did. And they told me it would. And then they had me in various machines. They took my eyeball pressure, where literally they put a thing against your eyeballs. It's the first and hopefully the only time I've ever had that. I didn't like that at all. But the bad news is I have 2 cataracts. I have a cataract in the right eye, and I have one in the left eye. I wasn't aware of the left eye. I thought it was pretty good, but it's not. So I need to have cataract surgery. They've got it scheduled, the first one. The right eye is scheduled for, I believe it's April 14th. And I have to go through the whole surgery procedure, no food after midnight and so forth and so on. And then I go in at 8 or 9 in the morning and have the surgery. I'll be put out completely because this is not going to be as easy as I thought it would. Still, my eyes are quite dilated. I am so blurry in the LED screen. Everything's blurry because my eyes are still dilated. The glasses help a little bit, but not very much. So what they're going to do during this surgery, they'll do the right eye first, and they're going to take off the old lens. I mean, he told me officially that's the procedure, but I couldn't tell you what it is now. If my life depended on it, I don't remember the words he used. So they have a choice of different kinds of lenses that they can reattach to it, and the lens I chose is going to be my vision will be clear for long distances, but in order to read, I'll have to have reading glasses. And that's kind of the way it is now. And then they'll do this eye first, and I have to go through a whole procedure, like I said. I'll be put out. I won't be able to drive for 24 hours. I'll have to come back the next day. And I keep seeing these guys. They're running around from the back to the front. And I can see them, but I can't make out who they are because my vision's still messed up. But I catch it. And you might be able to hear the chainsaw running out there. It's not a big saw, it's a small saw. And So they're gonna do this eye first. I'll have to be knocked out completely. So I'll need rides back and forth. Then I'll have to come back the next day and the next morning. I don't think I'll be allowed to drive for that second time. And then 3 weeks later, I'll be able to get the other eye done. And my big question is, and they couldn't answer this, is my Medicaid going to pay for it all? And I have no idea. It doesn't matter anyway. I've got to have it done. And I'll be 64 in April, and I got to have this done because I could live for another 25 years or more. And the cataract's only going to get worse and worse. So I got to have it done. There was no... They couldn't tell me anything about glaucoma yet. That should be coming soon, that diagnosis. They're going to be using my chart, so I'll be having messages there through that. And all that good stuff. So that's where we're at. I'm a little down and depressed, and I really thought it was going to be taken care of today and everything would be good, but I believe it's April 14th. I think I said that already, that the first surgery will happen. So that kind of puts off trying to go out and find a little bit of work for the time being. I might still try anyway. And then I have to try to pass my driver's test. Or I got to get my license renewed in April, so I'm going to have to take an eye test. And it's due on April 20th, and my appointment's on April 14th. So I don't know what I'll do there. I'll try to pass the eye exam before and then come back. And if I have to, come back after the surgeries and redo it or something. Losing my driver's license is not something I don't think I could handle. That's losing a lot of independence, and I'm not ready to do that. So that's where we're at. There is certainly going to be more on this story coming up. I need to go through and read all that paperwork and make sure I understand it. I think I do. And then just prepare for this surgery coming up in April. So that's what's going on with the cataract eye situation. It's worse than I thought. Okay, caught me having a swig of coffee this morning. So today is the 16th, pardon me, the 15th, or the 16th, I'm not sure. I have February. I am going to have a really quick eye appointment update. Nothing has changed. I went to the eye doctor on the 9th and thought I was going to, I kind of thought in the back of my mind that I was going to be having the cataract taken care of there, and I don't know why I thought that. I should have known better, but I kind of had it in the back of my mind, and I was sure hoping for it. But it didn't happen that way. I was just diagnosed with not just one cataract, but 2 cataracts. So my appointment is on, I haven't even looked at the paperwork, really, because I got kind of feeling bad after the appointment, and one of the reasons is because I got to have 2 surgeries coming up, and I wanted to get it over with then and there. But the second reason I started feeling bad is when I got home that day, and I got a text on my phone from my pharmacy because they wanted me to get 3 different kinds of eye drops. And they're the kind of eye drops that you can't even pronounce the name of them. At least I can't. So I got the prescription. They called it in, and it was maybe 2 hours after I was home. I got a text from my pharmacy saying that, okay, this eye drop's ready, and then the first one was ready. And it tells you right there what your costs are going to be. And this is all through Medicaid. But the first one, the cost was right at $50. And I thought, oh, great. And it was shortly after that, the next one came through, and it was $44. And then finally, the third one came through, and it was $59. And that's according to my terrible math. Let me see, get my glasses on so I can find my piece of paper. According to my figures, that's well over $50 or $150, and that's out of pocket. That's my cost, and that really depressed me. It's really tough to take on any kind of debt now that I'm retired. Not that I couldn't, if I had to. Certainly I could, but I just don't want to. So that was $150 of debt I was going to have to pay. So I didn't even go in until yesterday. I finally went in yesterday and picked them up. Before I went in and picked them up, I looked online and I checked the account to make sure I was going to have to pay that much money. And guess what? I didn't have to pay nothing. There was no cost at all. And that's kind of the funny thing I'm finding about Medicaid is it takes them a while to figure out what they're doing. I don't know how long it took. This was the 9th when it said I would have to pay. And then I should have checked it every day after that to see how long. But ultimately, the cost was nothing. So I went and picked them up, and I have them here. I need to go over all the paperwork because I believe my surgery, it's either on the 14th or the 16th or the 18th, and that's the first eye surgery. And then I'll go back 3 weeks later and have the other eye surgery, and then I'll have all new paperwork from there. So that's what we got going on. I'm just really happy and blessed that I'm not going to end up having to pay all that out of pocket, because I'm still not 100% sure, and nobody could tell me anything of if I'm going to end up with some out of pocket for the surgeries. The surgeries are probably going to be very expensive, and I just have to hope and pray that there is not going to be any out of pocket cost. And so again, that won't happen until after I have it, but it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter because I have to have the surgery. Cataracts are not going to get better. They're going to get worse. And ultimately, I wouldn't be able to drive or, nothing. So anyway, that's my little update. So unless something comes up quickly, we'll come back the day of the surgery and do a little update. And hopefully everything's going to go okay.